Hello. Tonight the moon is magnificent. Okay, so today I had a brainstorming session with friends, and the discussion always starts about life, family, children, responsibilities, uh, what we call reality. And I noticed that during the conversation that people separate reality from art, as if art is a parallel universe disconnected from reality. Or maybe we would like it to be this way because then we can enjoy it more, because somehow reality, well, what we call reality, the collective reality, sometimes is heavy on the individual, because it's not, doesn't seem to be our choice, although somehow we have contributed to it. While I'm smoking my cigarette on the balcony, I wanted to observe something like, what is reality? And as filmmakers, how do we look at this reality? And well, from my experience as a documentary filmmaker for a long time, I realized that when we point our camera at reality, to what our eyes are seeing, we have a tendency to either keep it as real as it is, or beautify it, poeticize it, transform it into something else. But in the end, nothing is as it is, it's as we see it. And somehow documentaries are considered a form of art that is connected to reality, inspired by reality, revolving around a reality. Very rarely is it considered fiction. And in my perception of things, reality is the greatest fiction. And I am amazed at how each one can describe totally different story from the same exact event that we all share. We are so creative. We are so creative in making up stories out of our memories and experiences, and convincing ourselves that this is the only story that exists. And then we go write fiction. Fiction for me is a creative act of control, where we want to be in control of our characters, of our dialogues, of our movement, of our choices. And somehow, personally, I get bored. I get bored from control. And there is a charm in balancing the level of control inside any kind of creative act. So when we're shooting a documentary, we're choosing to focus on specific elements, choosing to film them in a specific way. It's also control in many ways, but it's a control that also is a co-creative process with life. So when we go point the camera at the sea and suddenly there is a whale, we did not plan for the whale. And this level of co-creation, this level of freedom, this level of allowing life to play with us, to dance with us, this is something for me that is really amazing. And I personally look at life like the greatest fiction. Therefore, I never get bored from a different multiple millions of scenarios that I witness around me. Like I'm looking now at a truck passing by, but I'm sure from the POV of the driver, he doesn't even see me. So I am invisible to him, but his truck is visible to me. And then, this is the magnificence of playing with life, filming life, observing life, choosing from life what we're gonna keep on screen, what we're gonna keep, what we're gonna record. I'm saying this because somehow people wait years and years and years to get funds to shoot a feature film or a short film or whatever, while reality is in front of us, offering us a million scenarios, a million possibility, a million subjects and elements to focus on. All we have to do is take our camera and choose the element we want to focus on, dissect it, enter into it, and throw at it all our emotions so we can reimagine that element, redesign that element through our emotions, through our lens, through our choices, and then we have a film. هلا when we say we have a film, of course we're not talking about a mainstream film, we're not talking about a commercial film, we're talking about an expression. When I say art, I'm not talking about monetizing the art, because the value of art is not in its how much it costs. The value of art is how much love, how much passion, how much soul there is in it. And then, if it falls into the right hands, if it's witnessed by the right people, it will vibrate differently. And then the opportunities for it to be exposed and monetized and distributed will come organically. But the creative process in itself cannot be conditioned by monetizing the product, because once it's a product, and it's okay. I mean, we have the right to create whatever we want. We can create products as much as we want, but the act of art in itself is not about the outcome. It's about the process of exploring, observing reality, or whatever we call reality. So the purpose of this audio is to remind you, or maybe inspire you, to observe life and people around you like they are fiction. Observe your emotions towards everything you are witnessing, and try to connect the dots, and I'm sure that it could be very simple, and you would be faced with situations and stories and interpretations that no one else but you can interpret and witness in your own special way. And that is enough as a canvas to start an art form, an expression. I hope that you will stop defining yourself, putting yourself in a box, trying to fit in, trying to be validated, accepted. I hope that you will know that sometimes you have to be radical about being who you are and what you have to offer. Because if you don't stand for who you are, no one will. If you don't believe in your own way of expression, no one will. And they always remember that reality is the greatest fiction. The less control you have, the more magic you will witness, in art as in life. I love you. Be free.